11 grueling hours. That's how long senators sparred with the top executives from Goldman Sachs yesterday. We've got full CBS News coverage of the ongoing battle between Washington and Wall Street. We want to begin with national correspondent Jeff Glor, who is at the New York Stock Exchange. Jeff, good morning.
Hey, Harry, good morning to you. As you know, Republicans and Democrats don't agree on too much these days, except this Capitol Hill condemnation of Goldman Sachs.
It's gambling. Pure and simple, raw gambling.
There's no doubt their behavior was unethical.
In possession of 2 million company emails, the Senate Subcommittee on Investigations said Goldman Sachs was aggressively selling mortgage-based investments. At the same time, they knew the housing market was already tanking, essentially betting against their own clients.
I deny categorically the SEC's allegations.
Later, it was Goldman's CEO getting grilled.
Thank you very much. This is where you are betting against the very product you are selling, and you're just not troubled by it. That's the bottom line.
I'm sorry, I can't endorse your characterization.
It's a question, not a characterization.
Lloyd Blankfein defended the firm's day-long line that they are market makers.
As a market maker is a responsibility of a market maker.
Meaning they serve as a matchmaker for buyers and sellers, describing a product, but they say they're not obligated to disclose their own holdings. Though in his opening statement, Blankfein appeared to take some blame for the collapse of the financial markets.
What we and other banks, rating agencies, and regulators failed to do was sound the alarm that there was too much lending and too much leverage in the system, that credit had become too cheap.
And shift the risk.
The most heated exchange of the day came when Chairman Carl Levin quoted from an expletive-ridden Goldman email in which one employee characterized a bad deal named Timberwolf, which was later sold to more investors.
Boy, that Timberwolf was one deal. How much of that deal did you sell?
Some context might be helpful.
I tell you, the context is mighty clear. That Timberwolf was one deal.
Given this pasting on Capitol Hill, you might expect Goldman Sachs' stock to drop yesterday. In fact, Harry, it was up $1. Back to you.
It was so interesting, Jeff. I watched hours and hours of this testimony yesterday, and the Goldman bug was in the corner of the screen. The entire stock market went down a couple hundred points, and Goldman was still sitting there saying, "We can't be touched by that." At least that's what it looked like.
It was interesting to see because the market, the Dow as a whole, was down 213 points, a significant drop. The Dow is now down below 11,000. That's the Dow's biggest drop since February 4th. A lot of that was caused by the country of Greece. As you know, Greece has some serious debt problems right now. Their debt rating was downgraded to junk. There's some concern that that might spread to the rest of Europe and cause more financial problems. However, the folks down here will say the Dow's been on a very nice run, and it may have just been due for a pullback.
Portugal may be next. Jeff Glor, thank you very much at the New York Stock Exchange. Do appreciate it.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.